2-0, I think it was. Like you said, July getting really risky with the 12 hatch. Hopefully we won't see that from any of the players here. One thing to mention about Quanro and GGPlay are the teams that they're on, the practice partners they have. GGPlay doesn't really have any good Zerg players. Well, he is Zero. Zero is an up-and-coming Zerg player on Woojin Stars, who's a pretty decent Zerg player. But Quanro on his side gets to play against Effort and Savior. Effort obviously being one of the better ZVZ players, one of the few people that could maybe take out Jaedong hypothetically, and Savior, of course, a good player too.
Yeah, we are going to see Quanro, it looks like, going for a 9-hatch, and or not a 9-hatch, a 9-pool, and it looks like we're going to see a overpool, not quite a 12-pool from GGPlay. Again, this is not something that is going to be a huge deal on a longer map like this. This is a very large map. Players are in cross positions from each other, so there's a little bit more leeway for deviation. Quanro did get the gas slightly earlier. Once again, not a huge deal. GGPlay is going to have a slightly more advantage on the economy going into this. And there we go. That was like older women hiding their faces. That was weird. Hey, you're not supposed to be in school. For those that haven't heard that a lot, that's kind of, other than it being a different culture than ours, and we see a expansion going up, and the expansion not going up, that's by GGPlay. So GGPlay going economic, he can afford to get an expansion. He waited a little bit longer to put the pool down, and we have yet to see an expansion up at all, or even a drone going out for an expansion from Quanro.
Well, quicker layer coming up from Quanro, so it looks like he's going to try to tech up faster. I wonder if he's also going to get speed for his Zerglings. We do see just one drone on gas for GGPlay, so maybe just going to try to get that first 100, but we're probably not going to have a layer for some time. They're showing GGPlay when he won in the OSL in 2007. GGPlay, I guess at the height, that was the height of his career. He did win the OSL in 2007. So that's actually not too long ago. I mean, there were some good players in that OSL, Stork, Flash, Savior. There were some good players in there. I actually didn't see that OSL, but still, I tend to think that GGPlay kind of got lucky to really be in that position to take that OSL, because most of the time I don't see a lot of just spark from GGPlay. I would say, I think it was actually in the route up to that OSL. One game that really impressed me of GGPlay was GGPlay versus Flash. It looks like the Spire is going to be up first for Quanro. Wow, GGPlay just now getting up his lair, so he's going to be way behind. He's going to have to like go all mass lings here, or just buy a lot of time. He's going to probably have to get a Spore Colony up, maybe even. Looks like both players just moving out with the Zerglings on the map. GGPlay does sneak his Zerglings by.
You'll notice that Quanro has a lot more Zerglings simply because the expansion was went for. Now, it was not a 12 hatch, so it wasn't as extreme, but it was still an expansion, and it was still not a good idea, and he's going to lose this hatchery just by the fact that Quanro has more lings. Quanro has not even gotten to Mutalisks yet. He has lings. He's driving the drones out of the expansion, and there are going to be some reinforcements coming in here to try to, take out these lings, and it looks like GGPlay is going to come out on top of this. But, I mean, look, he's losing precious mining time. Meanwhile, Mutalisks are going to be popping very soon. Well, the Spore Colony is going to be, or God, I can't even talk. The Spire is popping, then Mutalisks are going to be popping, and you're right, GGPlay is going to need to go lings. If GGPlay can hold this off, he's going to have a massive, massive advantage. And I'll say the thing that every commentator says with ZVZ, and it's retarded because it's the most obvious statement, but it's going to come down to micro here. It's going to come down to micro this game.
It is, but it looks like Quanro is doing the safe thing. He is going to get probably a Sunken in his main, because he's going to know that the only way GGPlay can come back from this is to counter with Zerglings. It is, unfortunately, he's at the bottom of his ramp, though. GGPlay is going to try to force his way in here. He does have the 1/3 mischance on his side, trying to rotate Zerglings in and out. Quanro actually doing a pretty good job of holding it off, but it looks like they are going to be in his base. But Quanro is going to have Mutalisks out now, so I think that this Zergling attack isn't going to do as much. He needs to focus down some drones. It looks like, I don't think a single drone kill, maybe one.
No!
I think that's going to be it.
Wow.
I mean, GGPlay lost so many drones to Quanro early on with his Zergling attack, and now GGPlay is just playing catch-up totally. He's going to have to get spores in both of his bases. Like you said, if he can hold out with 2 hatcheries, he is going to have a pretty significant advantage in terms of being able to put out units. but without the drones to support 2 hatcheries, it does you no good anyways, because you don't have the money to afford building all those extra units.
I mean, the key to an expansion build is protecting your drones, because that's the point of an expansion, is to have more drones. And the spore colony is up, which is kind of just in the nick of time here, so that's good. Whoa.
One last drone going down there, barely.
Barely, yeah. Spore colonies, it's been debated if they're kind of overpowered. They have such a strong rate of fire, and they do quite a bit of damage. I said doo-doo. Anyways, Overlord going down. So, I mean, this is actually a pretty exciting game. I mean, it's actually gone back and forth quite a bit here, and obviously both players being able to ward off the attacks. Obviously, the point here is for GGPlay to be able to get some Mutalisks out, and he's just losing drones in the expansion, losing drones in the main. He did have pretty good spore colony placement, and here we are. We're gonna get some drones being taken out. Oh, right, GGPlay taking out maybe 2 or 3 drones there, but oh, just way too many going down at GGPlay's base. Quanro's just doing a great job with his Mutalisks.
Yeah, I agree. It was a pretty even trade. I think 3 for 3 there, going down on both sides.